Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a quick eye tutorial and I'm going to be using some blues. So since I have like this baby blue shirt on and I'm already fully hacked and I'm going somewhere that I would just like for my eyes to make a little bit of a statement, the first thing that I'm going to do is kind of prime my eyes, I guess you could say, which I already did when I hacked and I just put the highlight on my eyes. So then I'm gonna go in with this color right here called Stay Golden. And it's like a color that is similar to my skin tone. So it's just gonna be a good base for me to start with. And I'm using the Eyeshadow Everything brush, the fluffy end of it. So a good eyeshadow look does not take that long. You just have to play around with a few colors. So I put this there as a little bit of a base. And so I work that in really well. And so then I am going to flip my brush over and I'm going to put a different color in the corners. I'm going to use this color right here called Bubba. And I'm just gonna kind of put it on the end, like a little plop of color right here. Then I'm going to do the same thing to the other side with the dense end of the Eyeshadow Everything brush. Make sure I got it really good right there. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to want to make a little bit more of a transition going that way. So I am going to go in with a different color. I'm going to still use this brush. I can just take it and kind of rub it off on something or on a rag that's close to me. But I'm going to pick up another color that's called Cupcake right here. And so I'm going to put it kind of on the inside corner of my eyes here and then just kind of work it down here. And then I'm going to kind of move it to the center because the blue I'm going to be using is somewhat light, and I may decide to go in with a little bit of a darker hue of blue, okay? And so since I used the color Bubba, I'm gonna also pick it up again and I'm gonna line my eyes with it. And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't like to use eyeliner. I think this gives more of a natural look. Sometimes eyeliner can be sort of aging on eyes, and so I just don't really go much further than the green parts of my eye. So you can see where I drug that down pretty well. And if I wipe that off, I'm going to go back into that cupcake and make sure I got it really good on this part. Okay, so I did that. And then I'm going to get this brush, which is called the Multitasker, and I'm going to dip into this blue color right here. And I'm going to pop that on the lid. Just on the center. And I'm going to like really press it in. If you ever have trouble with your eyeshadows muddying or not blending well, you can use a primer. NYX has a really good primer and it's extremely inexpensive. So I could have primed my eyes, but I decided not to. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to go back with this Eyeshadow Everything brush and make sure I got a really good color back here. I'm going to take a little bit more of that Bubba that I used on my corner and kind of feather it out. So I just really wanted a little bit of color on my eyes to match my shirt. And even though I have green eyes, you can see that it really looks good with no matter what color eyes that you have. And so the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to darken my corners just a little bit more. I'm going to use this color called Trust. And I'm going to dip it in here, tap it off. And I'm going to make like a little bit of a soft kind of wing here. And my eyes are not easy to do that with. And then I'll flip it over and kind of just blend it out. And then I'll flip it over here, blend it out. And then I'm just gonna use that multitasker again, and I'm gonna go up in the corner with Cupcake just to highlight my brow. Okay, so you can see I've got some color on my eyes, that is blue. And I'm gonna take it up a little bit because I feel like I want it to be seen a little bit. So just in the dead center of that blue, I'm gonna put this darker blue right here, which is called Rain, just kind of in the center to really focus the eye on that part. Just pop that on. And I really like the way that looks. So if I get a little bit closer, you can see that I've got, you know, a pretty good transition going on. Just make sure that's blended out well. Drug all these colors under my eye. And then it's good to go. I like the way that looks. I think it complements the shirt.